Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got another top 10 video for you guys. I'm sorry it's been some time since I made one, about 2 weeks. I've just been busy with so many things, and I'm making actually a San Andreas lore video, which you guys are going to love soon. But anyways, this top 10 video is top 10 things that annoy people in GTA Online. These are things that just piss pretty much every player off. I don't really know anybody that likes any of these things on this list here, and on this list, we're not going to be looking at glitches. So if you're wondering about glitches, glitches are not going to be on this list. I instead have a video that I made a few months back, top 5 most annoying glitches still not patched in 2023. Check that out. Also, players. Things that players do, like griefers, will not be on this list. Instead, we're going to be focusing specifically on things that are in the game, gameplay-wise. Gameplay things that just make the game really annoying. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Top 10 things that annoy players in GTA Online 2023. Starting off at number 10, we have random NPC bounties. Now, this happens all the time. You hijack a random vehicle in free mode, and even if you killed a random NPC and there's no witnesses, it still happens, where all of a sudden you get this text message. You jacked my ride, I'm gonna have you smoked. And of course, every NPC in the game has a hitman on speed dial, and what happens is you become a target immediately after this and other players will go after you. And in this case, I wasn't even alive for a minute after I had gotten the bounty. I got the bounty, and this guy came after me, instantly. Also, as for the guy who killed me, I have nothing against him. He just went for the bounty. It's more of a legitimate reason to kill somebody than killing them for no reason. But it's just annoying, the fact that you're driving around, can steal a random car, and have these bounties constantly go after you. Next at number 9, we have the Sparrow helicopter spawn cooldown. Now, if you use the Buzzard and the Sparrow a lot like me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, the Sparrow, a new helicopter that was added with Cayo Perico back in December of 2020, one of the best vehicles in the game, arguably could be the best helicopter in the game because of how fast and agile it is and easy to spawn. Well, anyways, about the Sparrow, you spawn the Sparrow, you can spawn it even when you're not in a CE or MC, which just makes it so worth it. But when you spawn it, and like in this case, I'm going for some CEO crates and I land it, you have to either blow it up or despawn it, because if you don't blow it up or despawn it, it's going to stay there the entire time. You could even leave it up in Paleto Bay and go all the way to Vespucci Beach, and it will still stay there. And what happens is, if you actually don't despawn it, and then you actually try to spawn it again, the game will actually tell you have a 2-minute cooldown, which is like in this case. I forgot to despawn it, I forgot to destroy it, and so in this case, right there, have a 2-minute cooldown, gotta wait 2 minutes again to spawn it. This can get really annoying. Fortunately, if you have a CEO, you can spawn a Buzzard, but it's just annoying. I think personally, the Sparrow should just despawn on its own for some time. If you're not using it, and it just sits there for a few minutes, it should just despawn on its own, or just get rid of the cooldown on it. I just personally think it's annoying when that happens. Maybe they're trying to balance it out to stop people from killing other players with it, but I don't really see that many people use the Sparrow to kill other people. It should just despawn after some time, and you shouldn't have to wait 2 minutes for it to spawn again. At number 8, we have Marked for Death. Now, if you've ever played in MC before, even if you don't play in a lot of MCs, you are still going to be familiar with this because of how common this is. But basically, what Marked for Death is when somebody leaves the MC, they are marked for death for 2 minutes. And basically, you have to kill them in 2 minutes or wait until the timer goes down. And in those 2 minutes, the rest of the MC can't do anything. Nobody can do anything. You got to wait basically for this player to get killed by somebody else, or just wait the 2 minutes down. And Rockstar was trying to implement some kind of role-playing system with this. That's why they have the whole system in place in the first place. They're trying to make it so that, you can't ever leave the MC, or they're gonna kill you. But for most players, it's just an annoying nuisance. I mean, this also happened to me, last week when I was playing. I was playing last week and in a stream, and what happened was I just left the MC. Now, when you're in an 8-person MC, this gets really annoying because it's either one person leaves the MC and they kill him or wait out the 2 minutes, or you have to disband the entire MC and then re-invite everybody just for one person to leave. You can't just leave the MC like you can the CEO, and you gotta wait those 2 minutes. And also, NPCs will sometimes spawn NPC bikers to try to kill you. And also, going back to this, in this case right here, you guys see, my friend intentionally left the MC just to show you guys how annoying it is. I want to thank GB here for helping me to record this, but he leaves the MC, and I gotta wait 2 minutes to do something, so I just kill him right here. But annoying thing should be gone by now. This Marked for Death crap is just a nuisance. Moving on to number 7, we have too many CEOs and MCs. Yeah, this happens. This is very common. This is really annoying, especially on next gen. This is a massive issue because how can this be GTA 5 expanded and enhanced? GTA 5 on next gen consoles, and there's still a limit in MCs and CEOs. And yes, I get it. You can play in invite only or friend sessions to get around this. But if I want to play in a public session with my friends and I want to form a CEO or an MC, why is there only a specific limited of it allowed? It's so stupid. And do you know one thing that just pisses me off so much is when I'm trying to form a CEO or MC, there's not enough space, and then I look around, and guess what I see? I see people AFK inside their businesses. I see people AFK inside their safe houses. Why the hell do people have their MCs and their CEOs open if they're not using it? If you're using it, by all means, go ahead. But I don't know why people have it on if they're not using it. This has got to be changed in the next update, please. Why can't there be an infinite amount of CEOs or MCs in the lobby since we're all playing on next gen? This should be allowed by now. Damn. Number 6, we have bad cell missions. Now, there's a lot of really bad cell missions in the game. Most notable is the post-op mission. Everyone pretty much knows what the post-op mission is. Getting 3 vans for an MC business and having to drive it all across the map so slow. Even if you're really fast, the fastest that you can typically finish this mission is around 10 minutes. It's very rare that you'll finish this mission in under 10 minutes, but it's still such a hassle. It's just so annoying. But on top of that, if you do decide to sell in a public lobby, you are very vulnerable in missions like this. Like in this case, you see, right when I'm about to deliver the last package, I get blown up by some griefer. I mean, seriously, come on, dude. But post-op isn't the only, bad mission in this game. There's other ones. Like, for example, for the bunker, you have the Merryweather cell. The Merryweather cell is really annoying where you have 3 insurgents and you have to go and drive them. And the thing about this is that if you're actually doing this mission by yourself, you'd have to drive each insurgent to each drop it off there, go back for the other one, go back and forth. It's just a nightmare. And you gotta fight Merryweather at each drop, which is probably going to take you, somewhere in 10 to 15 minutes to complete this mission. And then we also have this. We have the Pounder Weed cell mission. And this mission for the MC business, this is where you're driving down the highway, and basically the guy inside the Pounder starts smoking weed, and your character gets high, and it's really hard to drive. The stick keeps going left and right. You gotta try to balance it. And the second the cops see you, you get a 1 level, which makes this mission even more annoying. But that's only 3 bad cell missions, guys. There's way more cell missions that I could still talk about, nightclub and hangar, but those are just a few examples. There's some really annoying cell missions, and I really hope that one day we get a good quality of life update where maybe we could decide to sell what cell mission we want. Like, if we want to do, like, a more challenging mission like post-op, we'd get paid a little bit more. Something like that I think would be a good idea. Or if you want to do the easier mission, just get your standard pay, you could do that. So let us choose these missions in the future. I think that would be a really nice quality of life update, and I think a lot of people would appreciate it personally. Next at number 5, we have limited time drip feed cars. Now, this is something brand new that Rockstar has been doing, and it's not a good thing, and it's pissing off a lot of people. So basically, with limited time drip feed cars, over the last few weeks, we have gotten a lot of new vehicles to the game, and these include the Panther, the 300R, the Eudora, as a few examples, and I have screenshots of these up here. These are from the GTA Wiki, which I'll give credit to. I'll link down below. But anyways, about these vehicles, these are only just a few. There's even more of these vehicles. I'm not much of a car guy, so I just didn't get the chance to buy these vehicles, so I can't show you guys driving around in them. But basically what happens is when these vehicles are released, they're only released for a week. Basically. And then after a week, you can't get them anymore. And basically, this is an attempt for Rockstar to milk shark cards. Because think about it. When a player gets on the game and they want to get a car like the Eudora, they like the look of it, and they don't have enough money, but they don't have that much time to play. People are going to school, they're going to work, and they're going to just say, you know what, I'm going to buy a shark card and get this car, because if I don't get this car right now, I'm going to miss out on it. And that's how Rockstar milks this to make more money. They're basically holding these cars up and then telling people that, you want them, you got to get them this week, or else they're going to disappear. It's just a pretty messed up practice, and I think it should really go away. If anything, what they could do is they could maybe do like an event where, the first week, maybe they're like 50% off or something like that. And then after that week, they're going to be full price, something like that. But doing this instead, where you're holding up the cars and telling people they're going to be gone within a week, that's just messed up. People look forward to these cars. Not everybody has time to play every week. And some people are really big car guys. And the fact that people missed out on this is really messed up. At number 4, we have stupid NPC traffic. Yeah, that's right. The NPC traffic in this game is just ridiculous. There's so many times where they just crash into you. It's like almost like they're intentionally doing it. They're trying to intentionally hit you. And what I'll say about this is that if you're a biker on this game, you drive around a lot of motorcycles, you will hate the traffic more than anyone because you're constantly getting knocked off your motorcycle. I mean, you guys saw what just happened there. That NPC's turn made no sense. Turning through a double yellow line, and it's like they were intentionally trying to get me to turn into them. It's just randomly in the middle of the street, they decided to turn around. And then take a look at this case. In this one right here, driving around here, and what happens is this NPC stops right here. I tried to go to the right. He just stops in the middle of the road instead of keep going. Why does he just stop here? And then take a look at this one here. This one, the NPC swerves in the wrong lane. I know I was in the wrong lane in the first place, but why would the NPC swerve over there? It makes no sense. The NPCs will constantly crash into you in this game, and it's just so annoying. Constantly trying to drive, and when somebody is shooting in this game, when somebody shoots, the NPCs just panic, and they'll drive around everywhere, they'll run you over, they'll constantly crash into you. It can just be a nightmare. The AI in this game is just so stupid when it comes to driving. At number 3, we have business raids.
LJT with some urgent business. Someone's about to rat out our powder factory to the narcs. Take them out.
Yeah, that's right, business raids. Oh man, where do I start with these? These annoy pretty much everyone. I don't know one person that honestly likes business raids. Now, about business raids is these oftentimes happen at the worst times ever. In this case, I was just sitting here, just AFK for basically 1 or 2 minutes, and I get raided. It was ridiculous. We went over, we saved the business, and in this case, look at this one. This is how ridiculous these raids are. So this happened like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was helping a friend sell a few of their MC businesses, and the second that we actually formed their MC, we got instantly raided. It happened. And then we went over there, we saved the business, we got the van back to the business, and then right after that, guess what happened? We get raided again, instantly. And this is the second raid in a row. Ridiculous. Why does this happen all the time? And the thing about this is, if you pay for security in this game, you pay for the security for your MC business, you should not be getting raided. It's just as simple as that. It's just ridiculous. It's like, I know if you pay for the security, you get less of a chance of getting raided, but it still happens. So it's like, what are you paying for security for in the first place? It just gets annoying. You got to go over there, and if you fail the mission, you lose all your product. That's it. It's all gone. That's just how ridiculous it is. It's just stupid. It needs to end. Moving on to number 2, we have the cop NPCs. Oh man, the cops in this game are just so annoying. I know that every GTA game has cops, but the cops in this game are just so annoying. They're just all over the place. Even when you're defending yourself from other players, they will come surround you, they'll shoot you up. Even cops crash into you in this game, and you get a wanted level even though they were the ones who hit you. And here I have some perfect examples of just why the cops are annoying from my live stream. So you guys see, we were doing the casino heist the other day, and we're clearly at a site. There's no police cars, there's no police helicopters, and I still have cops. And I lose the cops for just literally a second, and I get them back again. It's just so annoying sometimes trying to lose them. Also, on top of this, I had that pounder cell mission with the weed that I was talking about earlier, and I just kept getting cops, and I just got so frustrated that I just blew myself up just so that I could lose the cops. That's how annoying they are. But it doesn't end there. The cops in this game are just so annoying that even if you just stand too close to them, they will actually open fire on you. Just take a look at this.
Garbage! Anybody shouldn't know what the hell this is. I got you, 6-man. Trouble with me.
Typical fucking asshole.
Screw you.
I have half the force here in seconds.
Shit!
Drop your weapon now! We got you! He's
That's
down!
right.
Suspect is down!
Yeah, so even just standing right next to them for some reason just pisses them off, and they'll open fire on you. Cops in this game are just ridiculous, and I think a lot of it should be personally toned down. There's nothing really that will ever happen about this, though I do miss in GTA 4 multiplayer. In GTA 4 multiplayer, when you hosted a private match, you could turn the cops off, which I really miss that. Before I reveal the number 1 thing that annoys players in GTA Online in 2023, I wanted to make a special mention, and the special mention here is the ridiculous AI aim. Now, the thing about this is that this has gotten better in recent years. The AI doesn't aim as bad as they used to, but in certain missions like the Doomsday Heist especially, and also Headhunter, the enemies have ridiculous accuracy. I mean, just take a look at this. I'm in a helicopter, and I'm chasing this vehicle. Even though the vehicle's moving, my helicopter's moving, they still manage to shoot me out of my helicopter with perfect accuracy. And the number one thing that annoys players in GTA Online is Rockstar's lack of communication. That's it. This is number one on the list. Now, it was a bit hard for me to think about what was number one on the list. I know I did a video about this top 10 things that annoy players years ago, but I was just thinking, what has changed since like years? And I was thinking, really, what hasn't changed? And that is that Rockstar support, and especially this Rockstar, just ignore the community so much. They just don't listen to the community. And, you know, I don't want to necessarily bring Red Dead into this because this is a GTA Online video, but for example, Red Dead Online, you had a Save Red Dead Online campaign going on for nearly half a year. And that Rockstar did not even address that at all. They don't even have a community manager. And if they do have a community manager, what the hell is he or she doing? What are they doing exactly? A few years ago, they had this feedback page for both GTA Online and Red Dead Online, and ever since then, there's really no proof that the feedback page has worked. There's no proof that they actually have listened to the feedback. There's so many developers that are much smaller than Rockstar, and they actively communicate with their fans. They reply to their fans on Twitter, but Rockstar never does this. They never communicate. They never listen to their fans. They never directly engage with their fans. Never, maybe, you know, actually have a conversation with your fans on Twitter. Ask them what they would like to see, what they don't like to see. It would be a great way to improve your game. But the thing about this is everything on this list that I talked about, guys, all of this stuff, a lot of this stuff could be fixed in quality of life updates. And the vast majority of things on this list could be fixed if Rockstar simply listened to their community and communicated with their community. And out of all the developers that I have personally seen, Rockstar is the absolute worst company. The worst one when it comes to communication for a company so big and with the resources that Rockstar has that they can't even simply communicate with their fans. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think down below of this. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, drop a like. If there's anything that I missed on this video that might annoy players, let me know down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.